Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be looking at a cursed storm sword, basically very similar to ones that I've done in the past. You run a few basic 1-2 drop range, a few 3s that can get nice boosts off the commander, well, the cursed general, yeah. So whenever an allied officer follower comes into play, give it storm. So you run only officers, excluding cursed, so maid leader can pull cursed pretty easily. Run triple goblin mage to try and pull assassin, just as kind of an extra draw. Obviously you do have 3 other cards, so you've got basically a 1 in 4 chance most of the time of drawing assassin, but usually you can draw out, you know, maid leader, quick blader, veteran, and if you have assassin in your opening hand or cursed general, usually you're going to be keeping them. Obviously the florals, because the 3 summon with the cursed is insane, along with things like Vanguard, which if you pop it open, combos with general. Basically everything, you know, a little bit of extra defensive with the defender, all that sort of stuff. And it's pretty cheap deck overall. It's not very expensive, so it's very easy to build, very easy to pick up, and it can win you games here and there. I haven't had too much success with Master, which we'll go right into now, onto the replay section. Like, I've lost the last 5, but they've been pretty atrocious games overall, and the last couple I misplayed really bad, but alrighty. So we have General versus Blood for game 1.
You must die.
Prepare for defeat.
So I drop a floral and a novice mainly because I only need 1 floral, and I'm trying to mulligan for things like general or assassin or anything that can kind of pull them. Drawing all 4s isn't the greatest, it becomes a little difficult. Occasionally you won't even be able to pull off the general combo and you're just playing basically an aggro sword kind of variant, which is fine in most cases.
This is my home.
Dealing with stuff like Spider Imp can be a little difficult though, so you do have to be a little careful. Veteran Lancer being the optimal play, trying to defend against that. And of course, they use Blood, so Razory Fang is there as a really annoying card to deal with. I'm not sure what I really went for there, playing the whole solid swing honestly. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just done what I could. Fortunately, this Blood really decided to murder themselves really quickly, which was pretty alright. The Floral Fencer here actually works pretty well. I get a nice board, they can't really deal with it, and there's nothing much more they can do. I mean, they play Soul Dealer, and I'm pretty sure I've already set up for lethal. Because with that trade, I can easily drop whole solid swing. Sorry, no, I didn't set up lethal here quite yet, did I? Because of their heal. I forgot about the heal for a second. Although I was able to easily build the board back, which is good against Blood. I got pretty lucky, honestly. If they had have had much more early game, I probably would have been screwed. I did have the general combo because you are playing the combo on 6 with the assassin, which gives commanders ambush, so you can basically make the general untargetable, which is really nice. Fortunately, this kind of combo works really nicely. I did have to clear this though, which was a little bit of a pain. And then I'm pretty sure they follow up by clearing my general with something like Revelations, I believe. Yes, there we go. That Revelations really affects the general, making it difficult to keep it on board. The biggest advantage I have is just my hand is great. I mean, playing the Geno out here is pretty fine.
I seem to have lost.
And then they conceded because they obviously run out of steam. So, well, I didn't really get to pull off much with the combo. Usually you'd want to pull off the combo and hope they can't clear it. There's only a couple cards that can, with like, oh, well, there's a few, I guess. With Decree, Lightning Blast, things like that. Alright, the next game was against Dragon. So there are a few things that can easily kill it. Lightning Blast turn 10 Dragon is really bad, but usually you want to close out the game before that anyway. Things like swords, what is it, Cyclone Blade can be a problem, but you don't really see that played, so I don't usually worry about it. Decree's probably the biggest one against Haven, but if you're playing against Haven, you're at a disadvantage to begin with, so you don't really try and beat Haven so much. Against Shadow, you just want to kind of curve out nicely and hold your board a little bit. Obviously it's still a poor matchup against Shadow no matter what you do. Shadow just is really strong. So here I decided to play the Blitz because I was expecting something to come out, and fortunately it did. And this time around I decided to just play out the 1 extra damage and play off that. So they do drop Rehab, which you would think would be a huge problem, especially with the Evolve. Fortunately, because I was going into turn 5, I was able to Novice Trooper, Evolve, and trade with the Wholesale Swing. May not have been the most optimal play. Floral may have been better, but I was trying to save Floral for the General combo, just because I really like the General combo. So having the 4 dropped Cursed General and the Assassin in hand, and then getting triple Assassin is pretty crazy. So that opens up another 3 damage, and with Floral alone, that's what, 4, 6, 7 damage off a Floral Fencer that you can ram straight to face if you choose. Fortunately, it doesn't look like they had much because they played Zeal, which was basically their only way to trade here. So with Floral on board, I have 12 damage, I believe, including an Assassin. 7, 10, yep, 12. So I was literally 1 off lethal, so I had to make a decision on whether to trade or go face. And in the end I just decided to go face because I already had command and another assassin. So I was thinking, you know, worst case I just play command if I get cleared for the most part. But they're not going to be easily able to get rid of general due to what's it called? Salamander. Salamander wouldn't be enough to clear general because it's 3, which is nice. And fortunately with that, I was basically able to play out everything. Attack with general, play assassin, just bam a little bit here, which isn't too bad. Go face and get the game pretty much. So there is one more game I want to show you guys. It is another one where I did lose in the end, but I really shouldn't have. I was a huge misplay on my part. I believe it's this replay here. I believe this is the replay. If it's not, then it's just one extra game to add on to the video, but let's see. I believe it was this one. Basically, I play through to the end of the game, we get to like the final turns, and if I had have attacked in the right order, I would have won. I just really badly misplayed this. Which, it's easy to make mistakes, everyone's human after all. But getting the 1-drops in the first turn is always nice. They're not really necessary, they're just really nice to have. Being able to ping that extra damage is really good. You could probably actually drop the Quick Blader and just run something else in a 2-drop slot at this stage, but I really enjoy them, so... So I decided to build the board against Forest, mainly because I want to make sure these fairies are under control. I don't want them getting too out of hand. Fortunately with Wholesale here, it's easy to clear. That's mainly what I end up using Wholesale Swing for. It's just an extra 2 damage clear. We do have one part of the combo so far. So with this hand, it's not that bad. The biggest problem I had here is the fact that that gets evolved, making it more difficult to clear. Not impossible, just more difficult. I'm pretty sure I end up trading the Defender, mainly because it gets to keep a health. I could guarantee the clear here, which was nice. Against something, when you're making the assumption that they are using Roach, you do want to be able to clear the board. Unfortunately, I do get made. Probably the worst possible outcome here. But we've also got Floral and Assassin, so it'll be interesting to see if I can just pull what I needed. I really should have honestly played the Maid Leader instead of the Goblin Mage and pulled the Assassin combo into next turn. That may have changed how this went in the end. I mean, because the decision I have to make from here really isn't fun. I basically dropped the Geno, trade it, get the 1/1s, trade with the goblin, and leave the 1/1s up, which at the time I thought was probably the best option to do. I mean, what other choice did I really have? So the main leader then pulls the general, so I try and set up for a little more of a, you know, late game setup with it. That way everything off this can then be used. So we get the general combo, that means we can drop the floral, use the floral to trade, and so on and so on.
Get out of my sight. You sneaky little.
So the floral and evolve trade gives us 7 damage. We only really need 6, so we ditch the floral fencer and the 2/2, I believe. Oh no, sorry, I used the rest of my materials, don't I think, in the end to actually build the board here. So yeah, I play Aesthetic Knight to get the 1/1s, and then I just drop the Veteran Lancer for 2. It curves out really nice with my play points, and I get a bit of damage.
Oh, come on.
So I'm pretty sure it's like right here where I make the mistake of what I should have done. Or it might be the next turn. Let's see. So they basically just cycle cards trying to get some kind of combo off here so they can play Roach, which they pull off. They pull off a double Roach combo, which puts me in a bad spot. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it's here that I made the mistake. Yeah, so I trade that, play the Aldor. So from this board state, I have, what, 3, 6, 8, yeah. So this is where I made a huge flaw in my play. I should have rammed the 1/2 into the 3/1, trading that off. Then I would have been left with 7, 9, played the mid-range defender, it gets a boost off of the general for Storm, and that deals lethal. The play I make, on the other hand, is really bad. See, even from here I could have won, because that is 11, but I decided to trade. I didn't think it through. If I had of, I would have had game there. Unfortunately, that then leads to my demise, because basically I'm trying to play around bloody jungle wardens that are impossible. Fortunately, I do draw Quick Blader, which then allows me to trade, but from here I really don't draw anything else, and they basically just play more cards. So, unfortunately, that was the worst possible outcome for me, when I was hoping for a decent outcome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did, and subscribe if you want more content. Leave a comment if you enjoy this format, with me doing the replays and then commentating them. Or if you liked my older content, just give me the heads up and we might move back to that. It's just a matter of what you like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.